So that's what it's going to look like the whole way. I just have about this far done. This has to get chipped out here and in here a little bit. And then this is going to be pretty much square or rounded, because, well, the barrel's octagonal, but I'm not doing that the whole way. Not everyone always did that the whole way. They usually did this bit at the end and this bit at the end that was squared away to fit it perfectly, and then there'd be little gaps in there. And then I got this started here. Needs to come out a little bit more. And the barrel will be inlaid. I have to just chip away at the sides ever so slightly. And I think I did a tiny bit too much there. But again, with like some wood stain and shit, it's going to fill in those like paper-sized gaps. And it's not going to be perfect. I don't expect it to be. My expectations are too fucking high usually, so this shit is not going to be perfect. But it's coming along nicely. Yeah. Here it is. The barrel is all inlaid. I am stoked. That's like the hardest carving part over with. And I got an outline of the lock right there. And I'm doing a very rough chiseling at first, just so I can get it more precisely lined up, because it might have to come up like a degree or two that way, or go down that way just a tiny bit. But I'm pretty sure that's the right way. I took the original lock I have. Mind you, I just found out was looking into the lock I have. I'll show you. And this, I believe, well, no longer has markings. But I replaced the spring there and fixed the spring. That big-ass spring came off. But I believe, maybe, from what I could find on percussion locks, this is an 1832 French musket lock. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but there's literally nothing marking it anymore. And it's broken there, which is kind of the reason I wanted to use it, because it's not going to go to anything that we have, or any of my friends have. So it was alone by itself, no musket to go with, no stock or anything. So I figured I'd put it on there. Anyway, I outlined it. I took everything off of it, made a cardboard outline of this lock plate, put it on there, and hopefully it'll line up. If not, I'm probably going to temper this and like move it a slight bit upward or a slight bit downward, just depending on if it's off. But it shouldn't be. And I'm so happy I got this inlaid. That's like the bigger part of the work. And then I'll obviously have to sand and shape the stock, but I want to get this done, get the trigger in there, and then I'll probably fire it with a blank, clean out the barrel, and then I will finish the stock. But there's no point if this doesn't line up to finish the stock preemptively. That's kind of why it's all very blocky. And then I have some barrel bands. I got 3. I think some of them are Enfield, some of them are Springfield. I don't really know. I was going to have them all blued like this one, but yeah. And have them, it'd be just a 3 band, maybe even a 2. I've seen 2 bands on these muskets before. And I mean, I have the utmost faith. Well, this is clamped in right now. It'll start to come up at the end there. So the tension from that should keep these barrel bands in place. And I'll have little grooves cut out for them to sit in, basically. But that's further down the road. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you, and I hope you guys enjoy the work I'm doing. Yeah. See ya.